Geared up for an exciting debate. Nursing leadership is at a pivotal point poised to shape the future of healthcare. With evolving challenges such as technological advancements, an aging population, and global health crisis. This session is going to be grand debate on nursing leadership. Are we ready for the future or are we not?
To chair the debate, we have an eminent nurse leader with us, none other than Ms. Thangam Gomez, CEO, Signia Healthcare, founder, EC member, former President ANEI. She's a multifaceted, dynamic nurse leader with 40 years of rich experience leading to becoming an entrepreneur. Over to Thangam, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. Can we hear a better good morning? Thank you very much. Are we ready? Yes. Are we ready for a debate? Yes. Little bit more louder. Yes. Okay, now the question of the debate. Transformational leadership. Okay? Now the question to all of you, are we ready for the future? How many of you say we are ready for the future? How many of you say we are not? We still have to work a lot. Very confident audience, fantastic. But just for the next 1 hour, I will divide you into yes and no. Okay? I usually start from the right, but I will start from the left. That's the debate. So the left side is going for yay. So you have to clap for the yes people. This side is no, you clap for the no people. This is to bring all the energy that we have, okay? Idea is to listen to the debaters, not to make judgments about the individual. We are going to listen to their thoughts because when I look at the topic, I feel there is a lot of yes, there is a lot of no as well. This is for all the leaders to reflect. Reflect on and decide for your own what you would like to take from this debate session. Definitely, it's nothing personal with any of my debaters. So they are doing their best to give you the best of time. Great. So it gives me great pleasure now to invite my debaters to the stage. Ms. Florence Kiruba. Please give her a big hand and welcome her. Ms. Joy Kezia. Dr. Kanchana. And Dr. Raminder Kalra. You don't know who is speaking for and no, we have no idea, okay? Now I got confused, who is speaking for and no? Oh, okay. They sat on the right side, huh? These two are for match fixing, huh? These are for no, okay. So I'm going to give a little bit introduction for all the four of them. Give me 2 minutes. They're all worried. They said just tell our name. After that, we take our time. So, Florence Kriba, youngest of all the panel, I guess. DCNO from Gleneagles Hospital, Hyderabad. She's a member ANEI. With over 23 years of experience, I'm sure that she's here because she has substance. All the best. And now I will go down. Dr. Raminder Kalra, a very good friend of mine. She's a principal cum professor, Holy Family College of Nursing from Delhi chapter ANEI, and she's also the vice president of Delhi chapter. 38 plus years of education, and she's the founder principal of Holy Family College of Nursing. A lot of awards, and I know she's a very forward-looking person and very calm person. And I always love to talk to her because she's very respectful and she knows what to say when. So that is something we all earn with experience. So thank you for being here, both of you.
Thank you so much.
And all the best for speaking for. All right. Now we come to the people who have a difficult job. But when we were discussing, we thought both of them have difficult job. All right. So we have Dr. Kanchana, principal from Omayal Achi College of Nursing. 26 years of experience in the field of academics, many awards, prolific writer, and published a lot of paper. Then last but not the least, we have Joy Kezia, CNO, Apollo Hospital, Vanagaram, Chennai. Of course, it is Chennai. So, so many of you know her. So she is currently pursuing PhD, and she is the, of course, you are the ANI member. I'm looking whether you are a member ANI or not. You are member ANI. Okay. So some rules for the audience first. When they are talking, we can refrain from clapping. I know that you are supposed to cheer your team, but all the responses can be once they finish, so that we can listen to them well, whatever they have to say, we can listen to them, so we will refrain from that. And each one of you will get 5 minutes to state your points. Timer is there. 4 minutes, there will be a warning. 5 minutes, there will be a bell. We are trying to ensure that we are on time. Then there will be a second round of 2 minutes for each one of you. And I am hoping we will get at least few minutes to hear some comments from this side and that side. Just to make sure our forward-looking minds are fully open with the pros and cons of transformational leadership. Are we ready? Yes. Are we ready? Yes. Good. So who wants to go first? Dr. Raminder Kaldra would now make her statement. All good. You are free to either sit or you are free to stand. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, and thank you so much for the good introduction. I could see back that there were a lot of people, everybody supported, we are ready. So my half job is done. But when we talk about are we ready, if you all look back into our clinical and our theory experience, I can say I still remember the days when I was being taught by my fundamental teachers. I still can recollect the way we conducted delivery, the way we did this episiotomy and all the things. We were prepared. Still remembering. And if we look at the curriculum in nursing, it's a very comprehensive one. We are having strong theoretical base. We are giving the students experience in the lab, simulation labs, and then we are taking for the practical experience. We look at the curriculum, there's a balance. MBBS doctor never learned about communication, now they have introduced. Nurses all over India never learned so much what nurses in India are learning. Whether we talk about community experience, which is so rich, or the clinical experience. Yesterday only I was reading the news and it was showing US has started thinking about that they need to talk about sociology, they need to talk about and strengthen the community experience, preventive and promotive. We are talking promotive, preventive, and all those things right from the beginning. We are preparing the nurses. When we talk about the challenges which are there, it is up to us how we execute the program. I can say the nursing students which have passed out through us, that I think most of the nurse educators will support. I was in ANEICON College of Nursing for 25 years, and after that, for more than 13 years now in Holy Family, about to finish 14 years experience there. So I know that each and every product, whether whatever was the level and what level they have, we did not stop even during COVID-19. COVID-19, people say people who were trained were not so well trained. Our nursing faculty were the first one to go to the hospital and take complete responsibility of the patients along with staff nurses. There was a time when the hospitals had so much of crisis of manpower. We stood with them. It was our nursing students who went with them, who worked with them. When we were running short of beds, we were asked to take over Surya Hotel as an additional beds. It's easy to put bed, easy to get the things, but where are you going to get the manpower? Our nursing faculty have gone and worked and taken complete responsibility of all the patients who were admitted. There was not even a single staff nurse. Our students said, the first year students, they said, Madam, we feel so bad that our staff is working so hard. Put us also whatever little we are able to contribute, we'll be happy. So are we not preparing them future? If you are taking 10 to the hospital for the job, in each hospital you need to look into that they need to be given the induction program. If they were not being prepared, will we have so many nurses migrating abroad? So much of demand of Indian nurses all over the world? We are having the crisis because they are migrating. What are we doing from other side? Are we able to get them good salary? Are we able to provide them with the job satisfaction once they are there? How much is the ladder that they are able to climb? A nurse in a government hospital may be waiting for 15, 20 years to get another promotion. A nurse working in a private sector, how much is the salary that she is getting? Fine, that we need to take care of. If we talk about our students are the ones who are taking complete responsibility of the patient like a staff during the internship period. We handhold them. We teach them. All of us are responsible to teach the nursing students. There were times when there were very few faculty and most of the people have learned with the staff nurses what to do with the patients. But we have enough nurse educators. We still have to look into the ways that we can strengthen them. We need to look into that how we can make them better prepared. I will say that yes, our nurses are prepared for the future and they are well prepared. But for them to grow, it is a platform, it is in-service education, it is this type of platform which needs to be provided, and they will do wonder. The leadership skills are already developed. They learn rationale for each and every nursing action. They have strong communication skills. They learn to develop rapport with the patients. So from my point of view, they are very well prepared for future. Thank you so much.
All right. No, I have divided them for the time
No,
being.
please don't divide them. Let them clap this side also. Don't.
Okay. So, Dr. Ravinder Kalra, what she has argued is that the students are well prepared for the future, so we are ready. They are being trained and developed as the leaders, so we are ready for the transformational leadership. Are we ready for the future? She says yes. She is from academics, so that's her point of view. So I would definitely like to hear the rebuttal from our other academician, Dr. Kanchan. What does she have to say? The timer starts when she starts. Thank you. Can we put on the mic, please?
Hello, yeah, thank you. A very good morning. Thank you organizers for having me here today. I think my time will start about after a minute. Because a very good ambience, what can you ask for more? And when it's a debate, a lot of spices inside. So I would like to thank ma'am, my opponent who spoke. Probably she lost track of the topic. She said knowledge and skills are prepared. Very well, yes. And that's why institutions are for. But our question here on the debate is, are we preparing leaders for the future, for the nursing profession? Are we really preparing nursing leaders for the future? There was a saying by one of the spiritual leaders. He said, the insight and wisdom cannot be fed into a person. Insight and wisdom cannot be fed into a person. The seed is already there in the person, and the role of the leader there is just to sprinkle some water on it. When you sprinkle that water, the seed that is sown is going to awake and grow. Do we have those kind of leaders today to prepare those nursing leaders for the future? The question stands there. When we are not a part of a budgeting system in any of the system of healthcare scenario, How do we say we have leaders for the future? When we can't do the budget for our own institution, when our own state, our own district, when you're not of the budget committee, I don't know how many of you know of national leaders or state leaders or district leaders who sit on the financial committee to put the state budget. We do income expenditures, hand over the paper to them. Who decides on the budget for nursing? I don't know. If you know, please do inform me. I just like to clarify, are we going to talk about a future for 2030? No international or national councils has given anything beyond that. It's 6 years down the line. And in the 6 years for nurses, I'll tell you, who are on a roller coaster job is just as equal to 6 months. Just 6 months. What transformation can you bring? If you have not sown the seed already there from 2020 till today, how do we think the 6 years can change the whole scenario or vision for the next 6 years? When I say, when the topic for me was given, I was thinking, it's very easy for me to blame because blaming has become the culture now. There is nothing here, there is nothing there, the system doesn't give, right. But it's easy for me to say. In my state, there is no nursing directorate. Everyone knows here. I am sure in the states where there are directorates, nurses are not the leaders. It's doctors who are the leaders, or the other healthcare professionals are the leaders who are governing nursing to see who has to sit on the job, what job responsibility they do, giving even memos or actions or, next level of comments are given by the healthcare professionals, not nurses. So when you don't have that positional power, even if the authority is given to us, do you think we do not have an interference to take a decision? I can't decide a paper without someone saying sign the paper. That's the culture now. So when you don't have that, just giving the designation doesn't matter. Are you given the authority and power to act in that designation is very important. Transformational leadership, we talk so much. Everyone reflect. You don't tell, because when you tell, probably you'll not even have one on your list. Just reflect. Have you seen any 5 transformational leaders who have set the vision for you for the next 5 years? In your mind, reflect it on. Do you have 5 leaders on your list who has told you for the next 5 years what you can do? Or do you have your vision for yourself, what you can be after the 5th year now? Do you know what's your career ladder? Do you know what's awaiting? And ma'am said we are preparing nurses abroad. Why are they going abroad? We are not sending them abroad. We want them here. When all the hospitals here are dearth of nurses, they don't have nurses to work, or they don't even meet half the standards required for nursing power in the organization, why are nurses going abroad? You have not prepared the field, or we have not prepared the field for nurses to stay in India. We have not given them recognition, we have not given them respect, we have not given them the money. When there's nothing here on the field, how do we stay? I was telling my students, don't go abroad, stay in India, work for the nation. See, I'm here for the nation, always here, be here. I stopped telling them for the last 5 years now, because I don't see any change happening in the environment or in the field. If I have to say, I have to create a field and then tell them stay in India. If not, the brain drain is going to continue. Thank you.
Okay. Now I am feeling the heat of the debate. Yeah? So, what? Grace spirit for what? No, we will come back. Now, we heard from the academicians that Dr. Raminder saying, yes, we are ready, and Dr. Kanchana presenting what we need to do, we are not yet ready. Great going. Don't get too carried away with the debate and start debating here. Let it happen here. After that, we will debate. No problem. All right. Now, from the services, we need to hear, because these are the 2 hands of nursing, academics and services. So, who is going? Of course, Joy will go and talk about why. Confusion with names, I'm so sorry. This is Joy, and that is Florence. Florence is looking at my face. Joy? I am not Joy. Okay. Apologies. Florence Kripa, please go ahead. You have a mic there? Yeah. Okay. Oh, you go there. All right. So that's the voice of a very young leader.
Good
So
morning.
let's listen to her.
Good morning to all. Thank you, Annie, for this opportunity for me. Ma'am, you said there is no budgeting for there is no opportunity for the nurses to budget, but there are leaders who is monitoring, budgeting, and productivity, maintaining staff and patient satisfaction, and also they serve as a role model and influence health care organization. And also we have a qualified leaders, and many leaders now are in the pinnacle like CEOs, COOs, and they are having a increased more seen as a leaders. They are not seen as a leaders, they are seen as a business leaders in the organization. And also during the COVID-19 pandemic, our nurses have taken a great role in, in resource management, and also they have served more more to the organization, ma'am. And also, unlike they have taken steps to form the unit ICUs alone without the doctors, and they have done the tele-nursing during the COVID services, and they have maintained a lot. And I oppose, ma'am, that you are saying that is no budgeting system. I mean, the nurse leaders are not involved in the budget system. Our leaders are involved in the budget system, ma'am. And and also
Can we get her a glass bottle of water?
And one more point, ma'am. Nursing leaders are involved in policy making and advocacy for laws and regulations that improve healthcare delivery and patient outcomes. And during the, as I said, during the COVID pandemic 19, nurse leaders demonstrated more adaptability and advocating for nursing resources and policies to protect healthcare workers and patients. So this is my debate, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Joy. I mean,
I'm a little bit nervous, sorry, please.
thank you, Florence.
Thank you, ma'am.
No, Florence, you did respond to Dr. Kanchan, okay? So you are saying that in academics, things are better, and Dr. Kanchan was talking from a larger perspective, and so you put your point, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So-
But though they are being trained and they are coming to the clinical sector, we do give a proper training for them, and
Okay.
we give them in-service education program. We train them on hands.
Okay. So you're saying that once they come from the
Yes,
academics
because
to
they
the
come,
services,
they come and they give the interview, and then later they will not be performing well at the clinical side, bedside. So they will not be knowing. As a leaders, we train them, we groom them, and then we send to the patient bedside, and we take all the negative feedbacks of them, and we then do for them, ma'am.
great. So what Florence is trying to say is that when they reach the services, the leaders there, they take the responsibility of grooming the leaders for the future.
Yes, ma'am.
So you are
Good
very
leaders groom
strongly
good
saying
leaders.
we are ready.
Yes. And like Annie is grooming us, no, ma'am.
Oh,
So,
okay.
thank you, ma'am.
So great. So we are all ready for the future from Florence Kripa. Thank you, Florence Kripa. So now Joy is in a tough spot. She's coming from services and now she has to prove we are not ready. Okay, all over to you.
Hi, good morning. Thanks, Florence. Thanks for giving me more points. And I just have 5 minutes. What you said was just 1%, one COVID that we all saw, one pandemic. What are we celebrating about? Are we ready? You threw a bunch of COVID nurses, branded them COVID pass, COVID pass, COVID pass, and then you said they are newbies. Then you said they are freshers. Are we ready? Why should a service center, why should a hospital become an academic center? Why should I have a nurse educator? She was a nurse first. She was an ICU nurse first. I was a neonatal ICU nurse. Why did I become an educator? Because I had morons put across with me. I had to convert myself from being a clinical, intelligent, AI smart nurse at the bedside into the boardroom. And then you made it look big. You made it look big. Sitting in the boardroom was not my designation. Sitting in the boardroom was not my graduation. Being with the patient was my calling. Being with the patient was my dedication. Carrying the lamp was my dedication. And so I am on the service side. Why have we lost it? Are we ready? We are not ready. You will have the same educator 5 years down the line? No. I've already broken so many of my bones. I don't think I will survive another 5 years. What is the impact me as a leader is leaving for the society? If I were to do my RIP today, God bless, how many have I impacted? How many leaders have I created in the pipeline? Am I insecure if there is another Joy Kezia coming out? Am I insecure to give away my seat? Am I insecure if you are getting 1K better off than me? A true leader, as my friend told, she just sprinkles water, which means, leaders sitting here, remember, you are mere gardeners. You sprinkle. Your little seeds are this generation. Oh my God, the hostility we have for today's generation. This generation doesn't listen. This generation is so bad. Don't clap, wait. I'm not done yet. Hold on. The definition of hypertension hasn't changed, guys. The definition of your brain hasn't changed. The function of your coronaries haven't changed. What has changed with the generation? Our mindset. My mindset. Only that has changed. If only we can find the connection in Maslow's hierarchy and move to the top of self-actualization, you would not stick to the foundations. If a doctor calls you Joy, you're the backbone of the hospital. No, I am the hospital. Stop telling organs to me. I'm not the heartbeat. I beat for my own heart. I'm not the heartbeat of your organization. I'm not the kidney of your organization. I am the organization. I own my hospital. Come on, guys. Are we ready? Have we prepared? Are we ready yet? Where is the flame? My friend, she is an academician. You've admitted about 100 people into your BSc course. Tell me one person who has the fire to be a nurse. One person. They want to go abroad. Why? Why don't we have transformational leaders here in India who can standardize procedures, who can standardize pays, who can standardize your designations? You're called an NS, you're called a CNO, you're called a nursing director, you're called GM. Where are we heading to? But we've all done the same course. We've all learned the same things. And why is this so much of a confusion in this industry that we work? We look at no pay, less pay, no manpower. Every now and then, the first problem nursing heads have, no manpower. Oh my, are we ready? Future ready? No manpower. There is no time. Are we ready to even fix this imbalance in the system? Are we thinking about it? Why should my nurse educators become nurse educators? They could be managing an ICU instead. We've lost quality nurses. Quality nurses. Not nurses for data. I don't mean that quality. Institution has missed a quality ICU nurse as Joy. Because I needed to, I realized we were not future ready. We were not even present ready. We are happy talking about COVID. COVID is just 1% of the big iceberg that we are actually running into. Friends, wake up. We are not ready. Service side is absolutely not ready. You will be left with robots looking at you, robots telling you your heart rate is 124, when you will actually not be beeping at all. And your monitor, wee. And Joy will be like, hey, please help me, I'm still alive. Don't sing for me, I'm still alive. Are we going to trust intelligence that is not from the human soul? Thank you.
I would say, I'm loving it. Both the yes and both the no, I'm loving it. I'm hearing my own voices. Great debate ongoing with all of you. Now we have the responses. One more round of responses, 2 minutes each, not 5 minutes, 2 minutes each, so we can get some voices from here. Be ready. The responses will be taken only from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th row onwards. Anybody who wants to talk should go back, okay? We want to hear the future. Let's not be debating about you without hearing you. Get ready. I will come down and pick you up, so don't worry, okay? All right, over to 2 minutes each of response. Great going. Dr. Raminder, tough job.
Thank you so much. I'm very sorry to say that both of them talked against each other. One said why they are not in budgeting, why they are not sitting in the boardroom, and other said why they are sitting in the boardroom and why they are into that department. You want them to take the leadership role. You want them to be the leaders in the hospital, take the CEO position and others. But on the other side, you're saying they're not at the bedside. My dear, all work cannot be done by a leader. A leader is the one who can get the work done also. It's very easy. It's very easy for me to do the work, but it is very difficult to get the work done. My leadership qualities, how do I make each and every person under me to work, to grow? If now I have prepared my next person to take up as ICU leader, I have the opportunity to move a step forward. I have already taken that position. We have so many nurse leaders sitting over here. We have seen how much change they have brought. They are going, not limiting themselves to the nursing education, they are going to administration, they are learning a lot of courses, they are learning AI, they are learning many other things. Max Hospital also is having now digital nurse being prepared, a nurse being prepared in that specialization. They are being prepared for the future. They are doing wonderful job. And it is not only that, you said the seed is sown and we are sprinkling the water. Without you sprinkling the water, how will the tree grow? How will it grow? The seed has to be there and it is the tree which is growing. And we are all growing and you are all the ones who are part of that tree who are being prepared for the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's getting interesting. So I'm putting a challenge across to all of you. Sitting from 6th row onwards, the leaders who are sitting in front, you are free to go and coach how they are going to talk. So your time starts now. I am putting lot of spices in the debate by the time we finish, okay? Go ahead, choose your spoke from the back, prepare them, and then, but no disturbance in our stage. All right? Okay. That? Oh, Joy is going to respond to Dr. Raminder. Bapre, I am scared. Joy? Okay.
With all due respect, ma'am, bedside to boardroom was a cliche we created. We forgot the transformational leadership pillars that purely relied on 4 C's and 4 P's. Clarity, commitment, communication, and consistency. And these 4 C's can be practiced anywhere. Can be practiced in your bedroom to the boardroom. Can be practiced at your bedside to your boardroom. How we grow, how we prepare others to grow, and that is where the challenge lies. That's my answer. It's not enough if we just graduate 100 people and say, I've given 100 people to your community. Out of the 100, 80 doesn't even stay with you. 80 were actually forced into the job. By the time they graduated for monetary benefits. Are they really leadership ready? Today we have young leaders because we had leaders who pushed us, telling, yes, go ahead, do this. But right now, are we ready for the future? We have a long way to go. We do have light at the tunnel. We do have lots of gaps. We do have lots of inconsistencies. The 4 C's. Why are we not speaking up with courage? Why are we not opening our mouth and giving a very polite smile and said, sir, I'm so sorry, I don't think I'll be able to do this. Why are we not doing this in our committee meetings? Instead, yes, sir, give me time, I'll come back. Please wait, just a minute. My teammate must have just let us down. I'm so sorry. Why do we fail to speak up? Why do we fail to have ill-groomed nurses coming for duty? Why do we fail to have nurses who are not strong in their foundations of nursing, who've lost the touch of palpation and percussion, who rely on AI to tell them their heart rate and pulse rate? They've lost the touch of fingers and the strong pillars of transformational leadership to live with, to carry forward. Are we ready with purpose? Are we ready with a plan? Are we ready with people? And are we ready with power? Thank you.
Florence, she was looking at Joy and telling, this is too much, huh? You are putting everything down the drain. So what do you think so?
Ma'am,
Now what is your answer?
I'm going to answer there, wait.
Yeah. Florence is getting her steam now.
Today I'm here because of my leader who shaped me. Huh? Otherwise, I would have not stood here and speak like this. Because there was an exemplary leaders for me, and they have given me courage. Go and stand there and talk, Florence. Otherwise, I was also a nut. If they would have thought me I'm a moron, they would have not made me to stand here and talk, right? So we leaders, we nursing leaders, when you send the staffs to us, we only change them to a good nurse and we send them to abroad. That is why they are asking for Indian nurses to come to abroad and work. Because we train them, because they want our Indian nursing training there to be demonstrated there. So I disagree with you, ma'am, that we nurses are in more committee members, as like we are in more committees in the hospital. And we speak in boardrooms and they do agree. Some of the big officials agree what we say. It's not that we just nod our heads and come, yes sir, no sir. We also speak.
We are speaking up.
They do agree and they do respect and they do take our inputs and they do.
Great going, Florence. Well done. Thank you. We have to hear from Dr. Kanchan last round.
Thank you,
and then
ma'am.
we go to the audience.
I'm happy you had a leader, but there is no guarantee that everyone had a leader. That's there. So actually, the opponents have to accept the fact that we are still not ready. Only if you know that you are not ready, you can unlearn what you have learned and learn what we have to do for the future. The fact lies there. So unless we create that commitment and vision in the younger generations, ma'am did said that knowledge and skill, yes, we are preparing knowledge and skill. We talk about nursing future for attaining universal health coverage. How much of that SDOH, the social determinants of health, we teach our children? You ask a fourth-year passing graduate and say, how do you do an assessment of social determinants of health for this patient or for this family? How many of them will be able to do? How many of them will be able to say? It is a very difficult choice to make what we have taught and what you're going to evaluate. Everything are descriptive answers, essays, short notes. They are not critical questions. Competency-based syllabus, competency-based assessment. Do we have that? The semester syllabus is making teachers run to conduct examinations. At least an annual, we had some time to do value development, but what we miss here is that no time for value development. It is a challenge. As you say, quantum is prepared. Our all yearning is that, yes, we have the quantum, the number of nurses, still we are lacking one down number statistics to the 1,000 population. We are 2 for 1,000 population to achieve the 3 for 1,000 population currently in India. So when there is the gap, I think it's better we accept we are still not ready. But I can put the way forward for you. What you can do is, every nurse here should demonstrate integrity and put it in action, show people, hold the hands of the next two people beside you, walk along, tell them, create the pathway for them for the leadership where they can grow. That is what we should do. If we think we are prepared, we have no option for improvement. So see that we unlearn that we are not prepared and learn that we can prepare another group of people, what Annie is doing as evidenced by Florence here. Build a supportive environment for your people. Please consider the mental wellness of the people who work with you. Very important. Mental wellness. Today's nurses are being thriving in a very critical area where it's completely stress around them. If you as a leader if you want to be a transformation leader, first stick to yourself. Am I considering the mental wellness of my people around me when I'm working? Very important. Are you creating the passion? She wouldn't have want to be a nurse, but she's coming to be a nurse. How do we create that passion in the working environment? If not, 2 years after, you will not see her as an active nurse in your profession. 4 years of time wastage of learning, 2 years of time wastage from your side, 6 years of waste gone, and you don't have a person in your team at all. So we believe, though we say we are not prepared, but we believe the progress is on the lead. So take the progress, hold your hands of the people around you, consider their mental wellness, create passion, and take the movement forward. Thank you.
Thanks a lot to Dr. Kanjan, Joy, Dr. Raminder, Florence. They have done a fantabulous job, right? Yes. Give it up to them, please. Yes, boys. One boys. Okay, come on, sister. Here. One from this side. Come. Good. Please give it up to the tomorrow's leaders. Let's hear from them. Are we ready? Are we not ready? Let's see.
Good morning, everybody. Today, I'm more stressing to the Joy Ma'am's points, because lack of quality nurses, that is a very big challenge we are facing in our hospital, because we all are coming from different hospitals. I will share from my experience. Before that, I want to share, currently the UK and Ireland has stopped the recruitments. Why they have stopped? If we have created, if we were shaping the leaders and we are sending them to abroad, means they won't stop the recruitment, they won't postpone the recruitment. Because during the last some years, they found the lacunae of our nurses. That's why the UK has stopped the recruitment. And the Ireland has postponed the recruitments. And also, I will share from my experience. In my hospital, there is 1,200 nurses. Among that, 950 nurses are the freshers. If they came ready to work in the hospital, means we won't need the much clinical educators and instructors in our hospitals. We were having 12 educators in our hospital, and we are giving 3 months in the training period. In that one also, they are not ready to bloom the hospital in their career. And again, they are making the mistakes. If we are looking them, their competency level, we will give all the privileges and we will give all the complete all the performance appraisal. But even though if you are looking the level 2 nurses or level 3 nurses, by 1 year, then also they are not competent enough. So we were having a great time with the great leaders, but we have a lot to go to create the great leaders for the upcoming futures. So I am strongly telling that we have a long way to go to create the future leaders. We are not saying, I'm not saying we won't get the leaders, but sure we will get the leaders. Thank you. I am Sister Cynthia Sebastian from Rajagiri Hospital, Cochin, Kerala.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ANEICON. Myself, Maria, from Gleneagles Hospital, Lakdi Kapul. I go with ma'am that we are ready for future because no one will give us power in this world. With a few experience I have experienced, we should take the power and be more empowered. When I started my career, it was like for me, initially, it was like just sponge bath, mouth care, back care, administration of medication, all the fundamentals of nursing put into practice. Today, we have policies, standards, evidence-based practices that is put into practice and nurses sitting at boardroom discussing monthly business review, budget committees meetings. It's how strong we put our points in regards to those budget committees, and we nurses ensure that our points are being agreed. We convince the jury, and we have young nurse leadership with good delegation. Like our team leaders, our managers are very young, but they maintain the unit without any issue. Previously, for when I started my career, only the shift in charge should go for assisting the doctor. I saw it, but now even a freshman, just 1 or 3 months, they have the capability. It's not about the experience, they have the capability to assist the doctor without any issue. And there are a lot of opportunities for nurses. Previously, we didn't have any opportunity. I mean, there were very few opportunities. Now there are nurse anesthesiologists, there are nurse researchers, there are different specialities. So we high-powered nurses are being recognized in every organization. As a bedside nurse, we raised our voice for diet and to the patient and ensured patient satisfaction, identified best catches in regards to prevent errors which are made by others. Best catches are from other departments, which will, prevent errors in regards to patient safety. And now I am empowered to say no to any consultant, any CEO, when it is regarding patient safety. So this is just a trailer. Picture abhi baki hai.
Thank you so much. Give it up to Maria.
We are empowered to say to any consultant and to any CEO when it comes to patient safety.
पिक्चर अभी बाकी है दोस्तों, अभी मेरा भी पिक्चर बाकी है, ठीक है?
Future of nursing.
Oh, the picture is future of nursing. Okay, great. I think great going early morning, right? Yeah, enjoying. So we have another 7-8 minutes. I'm going to come down. With the permission of my people on the dais, they have told me that I can come down, so I'll come down. So now their debate is over. Their drama is over, right? Now what I'm going to say is not a drama. Now it's not a drama, okay? I'm telling you. I'm coming to it. The debate was supposed to be made very lively, yes. But I would like to say is that there is truth on both sides. When now we come to serious discussion about why this debate. This was not only for entertainment. This is for us to enjoy and learn. That's one way of fun and learn through fun. So there are a lot of truths hidden on both sides. Now that is the serious aspect of asking ourselves, are we ready for the future? I would agree with both of them. And probably if I am put in a debate, I would like to be on the other side. Because I believe we should not sit on our laurels and say, we have been like this, we do that. Because pockets of excellence is great, but that is not enough. That's why we don't get the recognition we need, because here and there, excellence of pockets. So I have a famous saying, Ando mein kana raja. Yes? I hope how many of you know Hindi? If there is a group of blind people, someone who can see a little bit will become a raja. And that is, I'm being pretty honest, is that that's what happens because we have a dearth of talent. Whatever we say, whatever the academicians are doing, whatever the services are doing, it is not easy for any leader to develop another set of leaders unless they are committed. Today's leaders have a great challenge to create tomorrow's leaders. Are we agreeing? So, the people who are right at the back, now there is a lot of responsibility lying on you to assert yourself. So I am literally surprised, that youngsters don't come up and say, there should be a line standing there, from here till there. I want to ask question, I want to ask question. But the questions are still being asked by leaders. Comments are still being made by leaders. So why is it that? Maybe leaders have given this impression that only leaders must talk, others should just listen. There is a possibility, this is my debate. When I'm saying something, it is not for any individual. I'm talking about the entire India. So this is something that leaders have to reflect. Are we facilitating leaders to develop under us, or by our personality, by our words, by the way we conduct ourselves, are we stopping others? As we grow, are we being more humble to say now it is time for me to give back and create more leaders? Food for thought. And at the same time, the youngsters, do you assert and say that I should ask this question? Very respectfully, I can ask. Excuse me, ma'am, you made this statement. I think I'm confused. Yesterday you said this, today you are saying this. This is a common feedback I get about leaders. They say, she will tell one thing today and tomorrow she'll tell something else. How do we trust? I can tell you hundreds of comments. So I'm going to stop here because I can talk for another 2 hours. So our young, what's your name? Dr. Rati. You have exactly 1 minute. That's all you get, Dr. Rati. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am, for the opportunity. I'm Dr. Rati, coming from Malappuram, Cortical, Kerala. I would just like to add on a point. Of course, I do stay with this team only because we all know there is one saying, nothing is permanent but change. And we are on the way of evolution. There is always changes. What we practice is from what we have experienced earlier or what we learned. But the future has some element, unknown element. And I'm sure we have to be on par with the other technology which is coming along with us. For example, we know technology, robots are there. So as a leader, what we have to think, we always have to be visionaries. We have to think forward. We know tomorrow the robots are going to replace us. So as a leader, we have to prepare nurses who will be able to tackle those robots. We have to outlive them, how we have to manage these robots. We have to go one step further. That is what I feel. And the second point is, we know all professions, including the medical profession. When you go to a medical college or hospital, the doctors, who are the teachers, they are full-time there with the patients, and they handle the students also. But as nursing teachers, we are not doing so. We are there only when the students are there and we come back. Therefore, we do not have a strong foothold in the clinical area. Therefore, I am sure this dual role will go a long way. Nursing teachers should be ready to be at the bedside, take responsibility at the bedside, and then handle the students. I am sure the students will have confidence also, and later they will turn out as good quality nurses. These are the points I wish to make. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rathi. So I'm going to rest my case here and say that the collective voice, things are looking better. Are we? Things are looking good? Yes. It's better than yesterday. Yes. Can we make tomorrow better? Yes. That's all we need to agree. We need to be optimistic. We cannot neither rest on the laurels of yesterday, neither can we rest without doing efforts to make tomorrow better. Are we good? Agreed? So I go back to the stage, and on behalf of all the debaters, please stand. Thank you so much, Dr. Raminder. Florence, thank you. We are all friends. Huh? Joy, thank you. Kanchan, thank you. And we come here for a group photo to say we are friends.
Shall we give a round of applause once again for Thanga ma'am and the faculty for keeping the audience spellbound, filled with energy and enthusiasm.